Ni hao, fine shit. Hop on Counter-Strike. Hello, for real. Happy Halloween! It should be out by then. If it's not, sorry, gang. Anyways, I have a Halloween video for you. I am not festive at all. I am not a holidays person at all. My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving because I get to pig out and be a fat ass. But I'm kind and I'm sweet and I know that you freaks, no, I'm joking, like Halloween. So, you know, whatever. And I also needed a weekly video. I'm still trying to do weekly videos even though I'm like employed. Okay, but I actually have so many work stories that I get to tell during this. Oh my god, I can't wait. This video idea is actually from one of my mutuals. I mentioned her in one of my videos. I don't remember which one it was, but I'll put it in like the card thing. But I saw her do this where it's like doing Inktober in like one day. I was like, shit, that's so smart. Because everybody keeps asking me, are you gonna do Cringetober? Are you gonna do Inktober at least next year? Girl, no! I'm also not gonna be putting it in the sketchbook because I'm not planning on doing like anything super special with this. I'm just gonna use leftover Bristol paper I had from one of my art classes. So as for the prompt list I'm gonna use, I was trying to find this one and I was almost 100% sure it was from @lowheart. Like I think they're on Instagram and YouTube. I'm not sure if they're on Twitter. They might be, but I don't know. But anyways, I remember doing like maybe 10 days of Goretober in like 7th or 8th grade, and like I'm not gonna say it. But I was trying to find the list, right? Because I remember it was like zombie day 1 or day 2, and then there was like needles, because I have a story about that one. But I can't find the list anywhere. So, well, okay, let me stop. What we're gonna do is I took all of @lowheart's Goretober prompt list things and decided that I'm just gonna pick throughout the 5 prompt lists what I like on each day. So like each day I'll have like 5 prompts I could choose from, then pick one, move on to the next one. You know what I mean? It'll make sense. It'll make sense. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a sketch underneath it. I might for the first few, and then like it depends on how lazy I get, but you know, we're gonna do it. The first one I'm gonna do is either scratches or stitches. I don't know what year it is. You can find it. It's gonna be in a certain Instagram post. I'll put the date of what Instagram post has all of the Goretober prompts that they have. I'm feeling scratches. Yeah. I also don't know if I'm gonna do fan art in this. I might. Anyways, I have this like drawing from, I want to say sophomore year of high school. It might have been junior, but I'm pretty sure it was sophomore year. It was like a doodle project that we had for class, and I just like, and you weren't allowed to sketch, and you just had to like use ink or whatever pen you wanted to use across the whole thing. And so yeah, I did that, and this is the piece. I called it Amalgamation of Homunculi because that was so interesting and cool and awesome and niche. I don't know. 15-year-old me was crazy, I guess, but I don't like the head. But I actually sold it, and I'm like, oh, let's do another piece like that. And then I don't know if I'm gonna like mesh all of the pieces together. I think it's just gonna be kind of like it's gonna be a little brain dump, I guess. I'm gonna be using the Food Nib Hard from Faber-Castell, as always. What do you expect? Because it's my favorite, and I'm probably gonna use it for all these. I might switch it up, but I don't know. I think I just want to do like felt tip ink stuff for the entirety of it. I don't plan on like switching it to ballpoint pen or something. Also, I do apologize if you can hear my heater in the back. I was gonna turn it off, and then I decided I didn't care enough to, because it was like a blizzard outside today and my heater isn't currently working, like my actual AC unit for my apartment. So that's why we have this really loud heater. So yeah, and it's currently like, I want to say 15 degrees out, and it's kind of stressing me out. So we're not gonna do that. I'm also drawing Ellie. I didn't really state that before, but I'm drawing Ellie. I don't know how, like, I know it's Goretober, but I don't know how gory I am gonna go with these prompts. I guess it just depends on what it is. I also want to talk about this thing that happened at work on Saturday. It's currently Monday. Yeah, it's Monday right now. And I I can't believe that this happened. I'm actually so infuriated right now. So on Saturday, I worked a double. So I was there from like 10:30ish and I left around 10ish, I want to say, maybe a little bit before. So it was like kind of a long day, but you know what? It's not that bad. But I was just whatever. I was by myself around like, I want to say it was from like 2 to about 5:30. I was the only server there, right? This hand makes no sense, but I'm too lazy to fix it. Anyways, but I got slammed around 4ish. And I had like a 4 top, 3 2 tops, a 3 top, and then a 6 top, right? And I was like, this is so tough. I'm so glad I'm the only person here right now. And I was just like, I wasn't like getting frustrated. It was just kind of like steady and a little bit frantic, but I was doing fine. And like, I was having like a pretty good time. Like, usually when I get stressed out, I'm like, this is awful. I would rather do anything right now than be here, right? But I was having the time of my life. Like, I was like smooth. Everything was fine. All my tables love me. Like, they want me so bad. But I was like, hell yeah, this is sick, man. And then this 2 top walks in and I sit them down. And when they walk in, one of the chefs in the back, I hate this man, but whatever. He's like, are we like inviting like the freak circus around? And I was like, hey, don't say that. You don't know. And I look over at my table and one of them has a FNAF hoodie on. Was it the ugliest item of clothing I've ever seen? Absolutely. But was I gonna defend them? Yeah, I would. And at the end, I planned on saying like, wow, I really like your FNAF hoodie. It's so cool. So they give me a fat tip, right? That's my way of getting money. So anyways, I'm like kind of busy. You know, it's just a little bit busy. I'm kind of running around, but I sit them down and after I give them their waters, after maybe a minute or two, I'm like, hey, do we want anything to drink today? And they're like, no, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, great. Do we have any questions about the menu so far? And the guy, actually, okay. So when they first came in, I thought it was like a really weird, like age gap BDSM relationship. I'm not even gonna lie. Like that's what I fully thought. It turned out it was a daughter and her mother. Did not know that. But so the daughter asks, hey, is the hummus vegan? And I say, I don't think so, but I'll go get you the vegan menu. Does that work for you? And they go, yeah. Like the daughter specifically says, yeah, we'd love that. Great, cool, awesome. So I grabbed the vegan menu and I set it down on the table and I'm like, do we want some like more time with this menu? Like I can always come back. And they're like, yeah, that'd be great. Cool, awesome. So I come back after 5 minutes, I want to say, and I felt like it was kind of a long time because their menu was shut and I was like, oh shoot. But I had a bunch of other tables to take care of. So, you know, if you're like, I don't know, if you open your fucking eyes, you'll see that I'm the only person working right now. So, you know, have a little bit of grace. I don't know. I guess that's a loss, but whatever. So anyways, I go over to them and I'm like, I am so sorry about that wait. Have you made a decision on the menu? That's what I said. And they both go, yeah. The mom goes first and she says, can I get a falafel wrap with rice? Yeah, I can do that for you. And I'm like, well, the daughter was the only one to ask for the vegan menu. So I'm not going to take the tahini off of it because you're not vegan. In my case, like to my understanding, you're not vegan. I don't know. And then the daughter goes and they want a chicken gyro. I'm sorry, I thought you were vegan. But you know what? Maybe it was my mistake not to be like, do you want me to make that vegan? Because you asked for the vegan menu, but like I was like, maybe they just want the hummus. Like maybe they just wanted to make sure the hummus didn't have yogurt in it or something. I don't know. But I didn't ask because, you know, I'm a little busy, as I've stated multiple times before. And then, so I take the menus from them and I was like, perfect, I'll go put that in right away. They're like, thank you. I'm like, great, cool, awesome. So I go up and I put in their order. It takes about 10-15 minutes to get ready because one of the chefs, the same chef that made the comment about them, is the slowest piece of shit I know. I hate him so much. He doesn't know how to do his job and I've had multiple fights with him. I hate him. But you know what? 15 minutes for a pretty busy small restaurant isn't that bad. It's fine. But I set it down for them and I'm like, everything look all right? Yeah. It looks great. Awesome. So I leave and I'm like, wow, I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. And I just wanted to mention that when I set their food down, the falafel wrap specifically is shaped like a burrito, right? We cut it in half and we put one of the halves on top, right? So you can see inside the falafel wrap, you can see the fries, you can see the falafel, you can see all the vegetables, you can see the tahini, you can see the wrap. Oh my God, crazy. And when I set it down, they say, yeah, looks great. Awesome. That's so cool. So, I'm walking around. Maybe I wait until they take a bite or two of their food, whatever. I end up putting my six tops order in, and then I go to a different table, carry my water jug, as I do, and I'm like, do we want any refills? And like I'm asking him about the food, and then this agitating, grating fucking bitch voice, she says in the middle of my sentence while I'm taking care of another table, goes, ma'am. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know if you have eyes or something, but I'm actually taking care of someone else right now. So, and I look at the customers I'm taking care of. I was like, excuse me a second. I'm sorry. They're like, nope, it's fine. I'm like, yeah, absolutely, man. Cool. So I go over and I'm like, yes. Like, I'm real confused right now. And she goes, I specifically asked for this to be vegan. If I go back in my fucking memory, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And so I was like, I'm kind of like over it at this point. First of all, you do not fucking point your finger up in the air and scream ma'am while I'm talking to another customer. First of all, that's disrespectful. Second of all, you're embarrassing me and yourself. And I think that's just, for a woman your age, is just fucking embarrassing. So I say, no, you didn't. Was that a mistake on my part? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but I don't care. You don't get respect from me if you don't give respect. I'm sorry. I'm the one that's giving you your food. Have you thought about that? I say, no, you didn't. And she goes, yes, I did. And I'm like, So it's actually so funny because if I pull out my like server like ticket sheet, it says falafel wrap. And anytime someone has any other substitutions, I could flip through that entire thing. I make sure to put a little arrow at the bottom with no tomato, no tahini, no hummus, no nothing. I make sure to put it on there because I think it's important that I know what to not put on your meal, right? But I didn't whip it out because, I'm kind and I'm awesome and I didn't really want to deal with her because obviously she's not gonna fucking listen to me. So I'm like, okay, we can remake that for you. And she's like, okay, do you want me to move this out of your way? She decides that she's just gonna cross her arms and stop having a conversation like a fucking adult. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Guess we're over that now. And she decides that she's just gonna block my way to grabbing her falafel wrap, right? So I have to go around the entire table, right? And I have to, it's a high top. So my hand accidentally hits one of the fries on her daughter's plate. Literally, my knuckle hits a fry from her fucking plate. And when I grab it from her, this wouldn't have happened if you would have just given me your falafel wrap. Oh my God, that I so graciously took while I had other shit to do. As my finger lightly touches a fry that the daughter has already mouth breathed onto, she goes, oh. Don't play with me. That shit pissed me off so bad. So I look at her and I may have rolled my eyes, but I don't really know. I didn't see my face. So like, who's to know? Anyways, I go up to the window and I'm like, I need you to remake this. No tahini. I'm dead serious right now. And I just put in my six tops order. So the same chef goes, you want me to make this before or after the six top order? I'm like, I really don't give a fuck. Whenever you decide to make it is fine by me, because I'm not gonna be like, no, please remake this falafel wrap that you made correctly for the first time in your fucking life because some bitch decided to order it wrong. I'm not gonna jeopardize my six top over this bitch ass two top. I don't give a fuck. And I'm kind of just peeved, and everybody saw that interaction because she was so fucking loud. Anyways, I get my food out to the six top, and while I'm waiting for the food for the two top and the six top, I end up like cleaning off tables because it's been only me. So when I have an opportunity to clear off more tables, I will be doing that. So I'm running around the restaurant, wiping shit down, bussing tables, whatever. And she's just staring at me, arms crossed. And I'm like, whoa, okay. Cool, whatever. Finally, the falafel wrap comes out. It's like 25 minutes. Was that a bit long? Yeah, maybe, but did I care? No. So as I set her falafel wrap down on her table, once it finally comes out, I say I apologize about the wait, because I'm not going to apologize for putting it in wrong, because I didn't. You ordered it wrong. If you wanted it to be vegan, say, could I have a plain falafel wrap? Could I have it without the tahini? Can you make sure it's a vegan? Yeah, man, I know exactly what you're saying, but you trying to send it to my fucking brain does not work. I'm sorry. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry. So as I set it down, she says, oh, nothing. She says nothing. She doesn't say a fucking word. She doesn't look at me, still arms crossed. And I'm like, oh, cool, great, awesome. I don't care. Once that happens, I'm completely over this table. I don't care. But I know that after she takes a bite of her falafel wrap, I'll go over and be like, I'm so sorry it took so long. You know, I apologize about this experience. Would you like me to comp it? You know, anything to make me get a fat tip. Anything. Because, you know, I want money. I don't know if you know about that, but that's like my job. So I wait for her to take a bite. It's like 10 minutes. She's just sitting there, still arms crossed, won't take a bite of it. So she doesn't take a fucking bite of her falafel wrap, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And finally, another server gets here, and I'm livid, and I basically walk by her in the dish pit, and I say, you're taking tables for the rest of the night. I can't fucking do this shit, because I'm over it. I go out to the back for a smoke break, whatever. I'm just pissed. And finally, I come back in, I cool off a little bit. I'm still shaking because I'm so fucking angry, but I'm cooled off. I go up to the front, and the daughter's walking up, and falling behind her is the woman that wouldn't eat her falafel wrap that we remade. So as they insert the card, I'm like, I'm gonna be kind. I'm gonna be kind today. Maybe I was a bit harsh. Maybe I took some things out of proportion. Yeah, I don't know. So I decided to put a student discount on it, which is like 25% off. I can't remember, but it goes from like $30-something to $20-something. So like, call me fucking the Messiah. Call me Mother Teresa. Like, I'm the nicest fucking human being alive. And I make sure, I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. Like, I made sure to put the student discount on there. I hope that's okay, you know. And the daughter doesn't say shit to me. And I'm like, cool. I can also just take it off right now. I have the opportunity to just take it off and make you pay in full. But I didn't. I didn't. As they insert the card, I say, would you like your receipt today? The daughter says nothing and stares at her mom, who I now notice is not even facing in the direction of the register. She won't look at me. Oh, okay. You're 30. You're 30, 40. I don't know. You're old. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're old. You're older than me. I wouldn't say 30 or 40 is old, but you're older than me. I'm 19, by the way, if you even care. So she's sitting there, arms crossed, not sitting there. She's standing there, arms crossed, won't even look at me. And I'm like, wow, this is so fucking pathetic. As they're leaving, I'm like, I want to go take another break, but I say no because, you know, if I go out to the back, they're going to see me in the back and I'm going to be fuming. And you know, I just don't want to fucking look at them anymore. But as I go into the back, the chef is talking with me, and we're completely shit talking this table. I am so livid about it. He's livid about it too, because he's like, I had to make a falafel wrap for nothing. Are we dead ass? And I was like, I'm fucking dead ass right now. And then I go with my other coworker and we're shit talking, blah blah, all in the back, you know, great, whatever. Are the walls a little thin? Yeah. Could every other customer hear me? Yeah. Did I care? No, because everybody knew that she was a fucking cunt. So finally, I'm like, whatever. I guess I'm gonna get my first bad review in the 2 years I've been a server. Whoop-de-doo, but I can't wait to read it, you know, whatever. I wait Sunday, doesn't happen, and then I wake up this morning at like 1 p.m. I have a really bad sleep schedule right now, but I wake up and I get a call from one of my coworkers, and she's like, girl, they left a review for you. And I'm like, oh, and the sky's blue. Ooh. She's like, I'm supposed to, like, as your manager, I'm supposed to tell you, like, we should keep a happy face on all the time. But literally every single person knows that they were in the wrong. And I was like, oh, thank God that I wasn't fucking crazy. So I decided to check it out. And I thought it was going to be like, this was the worst restaurant I've been to. The falafel wrap didn't even taste good, even though I didn't take a bite, blah, 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 blah. No, she decided that she's just gonna lie throughout the entire fucking thing. Cool, awesome, great. The first thing she says in her review is that she called prior to coming into the restaurant and was told that we have vegan options. No, I'm sorry, you didn't, because I was there the entire day and you never called. Okay, cool. So lied about that. Second of all, she said that I gave her the vegan menu and immediately asked if they wanted to order, which I did ask. I said, do you want some time with this menu? I didn't ask, are you ready to order? No, I didn't. I said, would you like some time with this menu? And she goes, yeah. Well, I guess her daughter goes, yeah. She says that I came over multiple times to take the menu away from her. First of all, you didn't have the menu. It was your daughter that had the menu. So, second of all, you lied. First of all, I don't even know what fucking number we're on. But I didn't come over multiple times. I came over once after he had the menu, so don't fucking lie to me about that. That's fucking ridiculous. Then she said that she was so thankful that as soon as I set it down, she noticed that there was a bunch of tzatziki on it. First of all, it was tahini, you dumb bitch. Second of all, no you didn't, because you said, wow, looks great. And then she said when I came over and she was like, I ordered this plain, she said that I was rude and said like, no you didn't. And did I say that? Yeah, but I didn't say it in that tone. You're hating on me for nothing. Rude. Anyways, and then she said I snatched the plate away from her. Honey, I didn't snatch the plate away from you. You wouldn't give it to me, so I had to walk around the fucking table and I accidentally hit one of your daughter's fries. Great, cool. And then she was like, it took 20 minutes to remake the falafel wrap. Yeah, it did. And then she was like, and during the whole time, my daughter felt so bad and embarrassed and she didn't even eat her food. I think that is so funny because if you look in the photo that she posted on Google, it's almost like there's an empty plate in the background. Gasp. Gasp. Oh my God, you lied. Oh my God. Then she said the server didn't even ask me why I didn't eat my rice. You did. You did. See, in the picture, when we serve our rice, we put it in a bowl with a spoon and then sprinkle parsley on top. In your picture, there was multiple things taken out of it, multiple bites taken out of it with parsley sprinkled everywhere else. At least you moved the rice. And I do think it is really funny that she did eat it because it's not vegan. It has butter in it. Oopsies. I guess I should have mentioned that. But if you actually read the menu, it says it on there. Anyways, she ended her review by saying that she had to pay for the meal that she didn't even eat, which, yeah, you did because you decided that you weren't going to take a bite. She said she didn't trust the remade falafel wrap, which I think is really funny because I almost did ask for the chef to spit in it, but I didn't because you know what? I'm nice, I'm kind, and I want my job. I don't know. And then she said when she left the restaurant, a creepy old guy was staring at her when she walked out. Okay, so that creepy old guy is actually the chef. And was he staring at you during the entire time I served you? Yeah, because he knew that you were the one that wanted it to be vegan, you know, and he doesn't like his job, so he's gonna hate on you because he has to do his job. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I can't help it. But he did not watch you, followed you out when you left the restaurant because you know what I did? I shit talk you to him while you were leaving. I saw you guys get in your car. Like, I was in the back. I saw that shit. You're out of your fucking mind. You're lying. And then she said that she called the owner and got some half-ass apology. So the thing is I know my boss and she would never do a half-ass apology. My boss is she's extremely dedicated to her restaurant. She loves what she does. She loves serving people. And when someone has a complaint about her food, she takes any criticism possible. Like, I'm not meat rating her or anything, but like she genuinely will do anything for a customer. Like, I'm so dead ass. And so her saying that my boss gave her a half-ass apology, I knew was wrong. I knew it was completely wrong. But then my boss always responds to Google reviews, whether that be good or bad. She clocked this bitch so hard. She clocked this bitch so hard. Oh my God, it was so lovely. I woke up to that and I was like, oh my God, thank you. And Basically, she said, well, our half-ass apology was actually us calling you and asking if you wanted us to deliver a full tray of baklava on the house 3 hours away because they were visiting our store for some reason. I don't fucking know. But you declined it along with a gift card. So I wouldn't call that half-ass. And I was like, oh, thank you. Please get them. Please get them. That shit pissed me off so bad. I've just like been in a pissed off mood since Saturday, since that happened. But all I have to say is, like, if you are the only people in the restaurant to have a problem that don't tip me, that refuse to speak to me, while all my other tables tip me 20% or more, I think that's your fault. I think you're the problem. You know, like, I try to serve people the best way possible. I will morph my personality into whatever I think would fit your service best. So I wasn't going out of my way to be a fucking cunt to you until you decided that you were gonna be a fucking cunt to me. So, I don't know. And I felt like I was being pretty respectful. But I did find her Instagram and clowned on it a little bit. I told my mom and like all my friends about it, and they all were like, I'm gonna fucking find this bitch. And I was like, no, it's fine. Don't do that. Please do. And I think one of my friends actually left like a good Google review and was like, the service was amazing. I'm so glad I had that pink-haired server. Anyways, that was my story from Saturday. I just think that's really, really funny. But I think I'm gonna be done with this drawing. It took way longer than I thought it would be. But I think it was also because I was like very animated in my storytelling, so I'll calm the fuck down. Anyways, that is day 1 of scratches. Was it very scratchy? No, but I like it, kind of. I don't know. There's parts of it I don't like, but whatever. And honestly, since this one took so long, I'm actually gonna add the next day's prompt to this one, which is nails. And I don't know whether it's fingernails or like nails, but I'm gonna do crucifixion, but like on the body, you know what I mean? And that's day 2 added. Wow. And I'm gonna be lazy again. I didn't really like any other prompt besides for bruises, so we're gonna add bruises to this drawing. I'm totally not cheating on this. This is, you guys are out of your mind. Why would I ever cheat? That's crazy. I'm gonna move on from this drawing. I've added 3 days worth of shit to it, so we're gonna move on. The next one we're gonna do is mutilation. And like, when I think of mutilation, I immediately think of a husband stitch. Do you know what I mean? Well, there's 2 characters that I have that have had that. Well, not the husband stitch specifically, but you know what I mean? And it's Minze and Ellie. So if we're gonna do, but I feel like I could move around the topic. Ooh, shoot, I almost spilled my drink. But I feel like I could move around the topic better and like less overt. Is that what it is? With Ellie, because I've talked about this before. It was in one of my sketchbook tours, but I think eyes are very, I think their shape resembles something. So I feel like I could work around that with it, but we'll see. We're gonna be moving it down here because for the posing and like perspective I want to do, I think it would look better down here. I guess we could also focus on Ellie's hands because their hands are mutilated with them having their thumbs cut off, but I feel like this is more interesting. I should also add that this video is gonna be like really gory, but that's like kind of just my channel, but like this one specifically. I also don't know how far I want to go with this. I think I'm just gonna focus on this for now in case I do want to add other prompts to it. Did we do all Ellie for this? Could be fun. We're gonna draw a bunch of eyes. I actually did this, I think it was in my latest sketchbook tour. I talked about it. It's like literally one of the first pages. I had to cover it up, but you know what, we're gonna risk it. I kind of want to make it look like as if the eyes were coming out of like cuts, you know what I mean? I'm not the type of person to like do the whole Barbie Ken thing, but with Ellie I am, because their entire like physical anatomy and also their identity is completely up to the viewer, and so I never draw them with any sort of like sex or anything like that. Um, but I think it is like fun that I'm doing this because like I plan on making it pretty not gory. Well, yeah, gory. But like kind of hard to distinguish, do you know what I mean? In one of the old prompt lists, I can't find it. I don't think it's from at Low Heart, but I know one of them was needles, right? And I drew my old OC from middle school. Their name was Luca, something like that. I can't remember, but he had like long hair, dressed super feminine. And honestly, like low key, looking back now, he kind of looks like Atticus. And okay, when I was in middle school until like 8th grade, because 8th grade is when COVID happened, I was like, non-binary people don't exist because I was like 13 and I live in Wyoming. So while I was, posting about Voltron Clance makeout sessions and, reading my fucking Yuri and Yaoi, I was like, non-binary people don't exist. Like, girl, you watch Steven Universe. The dichotomy is crazy. No, I'm joking. But anyways, but I remember like being so avidly, like if I were to make him now, he'd totally be like non-binary, like 100%. But I remember this so vividly. Like I remember having a whole class discussion about this. It's crazy. So I was super proud of this piece, right? And it was of him like sticking needles onto his like mouth or whatever. And I printed it out and put it on my science binder, right? And I set it down on my table, and one of my friends, I don't even think he's a friend. I have another story with that, but he is a dick. I'm not gonna say he is. He was a piece of shit. And I remember he went over to me and was like, "What's she doing?" And I was like, "That's a guy." And he was like, "No, it's not. It's a girl." And I was like, "No, it's a guy." And literally he was like, no, bro, come over. Is that a girl or a guy? And he was like, no, that's definitely a girl. And I was like, no, it's not. Like, I got really defensive over it, like super uber defensive over it. And one of my friends came over and she was like, it looks really feminine, but if you say it's a guy, it's a guy. And I was like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's supposed to be feminine, but it's a guy. And they were like, no, it's totally a girl, bro. Like, you're out of your fucking mind. And then the teacher, because it was like kind of causing a commotion in the entire classroom, like people were joining in, like on looking at my binder and being like, what is this, blah blah blah. And crazy how I printed it out. I just want to say that, like insane how I printed it out and like showed the entire class. Anyways, my teacher grabs my binder and is like, what are we talking about here? And I was like, tell them it's a guy. Like, I swear to God, I drew a guy right here. Like, it's totally a guy. And he was like, I don't know. Like, do we want to have a class poll? And I was like, yes, I do. I want to have a class poll. Obviously, it was like 3 people thought it was a guy, and like the rest of them thought it was a girl. And I remember being so mad about it. And like, it literally took up like 5-10 minutes of our class period where he like walked around with my binder and asked everybody if it's a guy or a girl. Like, that's insane how that happened in like fucking 8th grade. But anyways, that's the whole Goretober thing reminded me of that. I can't believe that happened. But I'm gonna talk about the guy from middle school. I want to say 6th grade. My friend was friends with him. I don't know how this happened, but in middle school, I was like, I wouldn't say I was popular, but like I hung out with like the kids that would wear like the Nike like shorts when it's -4 degrees out and be like, it's not even that cold, bro. It's not even that cold, bro. Why are you cold? And like the fake hype beast kind of guys that were like popular in like 2018, you know what I mean? But I was like friends with all of them. Like, girl, I was online making gotcha like mini movies with my self-insert OCs that were all furries and demons. And I hung out at school and joked about women being property. The dichotomy is crazy. Like, I can't even, like, it's crazy how I did that. So this guy, I didn't really know him in 6th grade, but in 7th grade, not gonna make the joke. In 7th grade, we had this class together and we fucking hated it. And we like worked on we would have like weekly group projects that you like shift around partners with, but most of the time I think the teacher knew that we both hated the class, so she kind of just let us work together like all the time. And I was like, sick. And I remember one day we were like, I was basically doing all the work because he wouldn't do the work, and I was like, it's okay, I can do it. Girl, stand up for yourself. I was like doing all the work, and out of nowhere he goes, do you think we're friends? And I thought this was a total setup. I thought he was gonna be like, if I said, yeah, I do, he'd be like, no, I don't, blah, blah, blah. Like, be a dick about it. So automatically I go, no. And his face dropped and was like, oh. I remember, I was like, how do I recover from this? How do I make it feel better? Like, I felt so fucking bad. And it's still like obviously now it doesn't eat me alive because he sucks. But like, all throughout middle school, I felt so bad about it. I literally told my mom about it, like, I want to say like a few months later, and I was like, Mom, it's been weighing heavy on my mind. I don't know what I did. Like, I cried over it. Girl, it was never that serious. And then in like 8th grade, he started like bullying me. But like fun, haha, you're a girl bully, kind of thing. And I was like, if I said that we were friends, this would never happen. Girl, yes it would. You're out of your mind. Sometimes I got him on Hinge the other day and I felt absolutely repulsed. Oh my god, so bad. That's just my little middle school story time. The themes for today are very middle school to me. I remember one day someone commented, this was like, I want to say like a few months ago, maybe a year or two ago, but someone commented on one of my videos that they were like, this is the off-brand low heart, and I was like, I've made it. Like, if you went through all my sketchbooks in middle school, good god, I took everything from them. I wanted their style so bad, and I still do. Like, I love their art. But I oh my god, I will never live that compliment down. Live that. This could also work for scratching. These drawings are taking way longer than I wanted them to because I'm spending so much fucking time on them. And then I get sidetracked about a story, and then I'm like, oh, I could just like continue working on it while I talk about it. I was gonna add their other hand here, but I don't think I want to do that. So maybe I can make it into something. I think since I'm spending so much time on these, I'm gonna mash more prompts together and see if I can do that. I might just like come back to this and add more later. Maybe there's other opportunities within the art piece. Ooh, how profound. The next prompt I'm gonna do is kneecaps. So we got that right here. But I feel like I should do something special if that's like a prompt. Like, we could have it like almost ripping, like the skin ripping. You know how when your knee bends, obviously the skin stretches over, but like, what if it ripped and we could see like the patella and like all the ligaments and tendons and muscles? What if we do that? That could be fun. One of the prompts was like happy pills, and now I just have that song stuck in my head. I should probably like look up a reference of a knee bending with the like tendons stretching and shit. But I'm too lazy for that, so now we're just looking at a diagram of a knee, but it's just like regular schmegular, so it probably won't look right because the muscles aren't moving in the correct way. But do I care? No. I'm gonna regret this later and be like, why does it look so stupid? Why does it look wrong? Oh, maybe look up a reference? Gasp. I'm trying to feel it on my leg because that's the tibia. Where's the kneecap? Oh wait, I'm confused. Is it right here? I'm trying to do that like reflex thing where you hit underneath it, but I don't know where. It is. This is so dumb. I'm so confused right now. I need to just look up a reference, but I'm an alpha, and alphas don't need references. Oh wait, no, wrong way. I'm looking at my other, I'm feeling my other leg. Fuck, wait, no, I fucked up. Okay, so we're just gonna cover this in blood because I fucked up. This is so dumb. This is so stupid. I really am trying to understand it and I just don't. God, I really should study anatomy. Womp womp, not going to. We're gonna move on from that because I don't quite know what I'm doing. So the next one is either gonna be surreal or sinner. And the thing is, how would I depict a sinner? And I feel like this is pretty surreal. So do I cheat? Yeah, let's cheat. You know what, maybe maybe I'll come back and add something that is sinner related. And then, you know, we could count both of them in case people don't think this is surreal enough. I don't like surreal. I get what surreal is, but like I feel like it's up to interpretation whether something is surreal or not. You know what I mean? Now the next one is either food or Mother Nature. And I think it would be fun if I could draw like cuts of meat onto the body. But since it's talking specifically about Mother Nature, and I don't, okay, this is the thing, is I don't want to put a uterus onto Ellie's like torso because that would be like more of a direct like reference to gender. And like I don't want to do that. And I don't like, I feel like since it specifically said Mother Nature, I should switch it up. My chair's so loud. I'm sorry if you hear any of it. I think that's a different thing to do. I think it would be fun to do like Mother Nature, and it's like a uterus made out of plant life and stuff. I think that could be really fun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut like make lines onto the body of like meat cuts. This is gonna sound like such a big excuse, but like what if I do the food thing after I finish specifically this, just in case I have another body that I want to do. Okay, I'm remembering those. I remember. And for day 8, it's pretty easy. I'm gonna do guts. Who do you think I am? But I'm glad I didn't fully finish the body, because what I can do is like make the guts falling out, and like the hand that I was going to do, I could turn into intestines. See, I'm thinking about the future. I feel like I only do intestines, so like maybe I should switch it up and add other what is it called? Organs, but I don't want to right now. And I feel like when you think of guts, you automatically think of intestines, but that might just be me. Let me know in the comments below how YouTuber of that was me. Leave a comment below. I have been working on the OC video, but I think it was 10 pages of the video script, and like I've just been having the time of my life with it. And I've been building their houses in The Sims. It's really fun. It's really fun. I'm almost done with Milo's apartment. My computer was just about to die, so I had to plug it in and then film this. But I finished, whose houses did I finish today? I finished Milo's house, finished Ellie's house, like the one when they move. I haven't done the one where in Arkansas. I haven't done that one. I haven't finished it. I did Atticus's house a few months ago, but I think I'm gonna switch it up because there's some things that like I think would look better. And I don't think I would need to like completely rebuild it. I think I would just need to add some finishing touches to the walls and stuff like that, because I'm happy with how I decorated Atticus's room. But it's not like I didn't know how to do the basement window. It doesn't, I don't know if people know what I'm talking about, but like where it's like dug out underneath and the windows there, and like it's kind of just a wall to the outside, but like it lets light into the basement. I don't know what it's called, but I didn't know how to do it, and then I saw someone do it in a Sims video, and I was like, that's so smart. So I gotta add that. I also don't think I've decorated Atticus's mom's room. I might have. I'm that's like the thing I don't care about in the builds, is like I focus on the like main areas, like living room, kitchen, all that stuff, and then I focus on like, you know, the character's bedroom, and then I get to their parents and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And I like put a bed down and like a side table, and I'm like, sick, that is a bedroom. Another thing is like I don't have any custom content. I know I can download it. I've downloaded some before, but it just, I don't know, I just don't like it. I added another eye, by the way. I just don't like it. Like I want to download it, but I feel, I don't know, just sometimes I'm like, nah, I don't want to. And I also only have like 2 packs, maybe 3. I know I have the dog and cats one, and then like get together or some shit, but, and you know, anytime I run out of conversation topics, we're gonna be talking about Big Brother. I'm so sorry. I have to talk about it. I'm watching season 10 right now because Apparently, it's like the best season, and so far, it sure is. It is so entertaining. It is so good. Everybody's fucking insane, and I really appreciate that. Michelle just got a head of household. It was right after April's week where Jesse went home, and I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed because Dan was playing so well, and then fucking America voted to have Jesse evicted, which I like. Okay, I remember watching season 20 or something, and he was in there for like a special guest thing, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's Jesse!" And I was like, "Okay, haha, I don't know who he's from." Then he was in this, and I was like, "Wow, I fucking hate him. He is so annoying, and he's so pathetic, and I think he's such a piece of shit. I don't like him." But he's so entertaining. And I'm so pissed he got out. I'm so angry. He was just so bad at the game. It was so entertaining. And the fight that happened when he overheard Libra and Keisha talking about like how they felt disrespected by April, and then he went up and told April, and then shit just went crazy on Keisha's birthday. Oh my god, it was so entertaining. It was so good. I like how for basically everything else, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And then I get to Guts and I'm like, first time, ladies. Sorry. That was really embarrassing, actually. I felt so icky saying that. I'm really liking this so far, but what I'm gonna do is actually like outline their like foot, at least for right now, a little bit more, so it breaks up between those two a little bit. And when I add more stuff, I'll add more outlines, like make them darker. I think I might make the entire background black, like at least in the spots that aren't covered. I think what I want to do is continue on the guts over the bottom of the page or something. The next one is crucifixion. I don't know how big I want to make it. Should we do perspective on it or no? It's like pretty dramatic right now, but like what if we did it regular? Like no, well, maybe a little bit of perspective, but not like that. Maybe a different angle. I kind of like this perspective. I think I'm gonna do Ellie with long hair because I think it would just look the most interesting. And plus I added a thumb here, so it could be like coming out of something, like the cross. Maybe if there was like eyes or something. Very Evangelion, I guess. Not really, but kind of. Straight lines are not my strong suit. Shit. I have a ruler and it's literally not even a foot away from me, but am I gonna grab it? Absolutely not. Raw dogging this perspective is a little crazy, but you know what? Yeah. I feel like I'm really bad at drawing wood. I don't know. I feel like it just doesn't look how it's supposed to. It looks, I don't know, it looks like every time I draw wood, it reminds me of those like super detailed, realistic Minecraft like texture packs for some reason. This pose, like I know it's like a very like famous pose, you know, like crucifixion, obviously. But it reminds me of like, I don't know, the way I'm just drawing it just reminds me of Mandela Catalog and the like, I don't know, what are they called? Alternates? Is that what they were? No. What is it? Was it alternates? I don't know. I haven't fucking checked up on Mandela Catalog in forever. I really should look at like a perspective reference, but there's a lot of things I should do that I never will. I've been getting so many like Dax reels and videos lately, and it's actually making me go fucking crazy. I cannot stand him. You're insane, you're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying, but my bad. I forgot you were fragile. Holy cornball, dude. Oh my god, I can't. The one duet where it's like, I'm not in pain. No. That one makes me giggle so hard, and everybody hates on it so much, but I think it's so funny. People don't think it's that funny, and I think it's the funniest one of all of them. I swear. I swear. We could make this extra Jesus and add a little cut right here. I mean, it would be after his crucifixion and after he's resurrected. But do I care? No. And I'm gonna carry the eye motif along, and it's gonna be a faux eye, even though I kind of just fucked up, so it's not. But, like, pretend it is. I am pretty happy with this so far. Not like the composition. I feel like the composition could be better. Not just like specifically this one, but the entire thing. but I think I don't mind it because like I didn't really like I wanted it to be like a full piece, but I kind of expected it wouldn't be one. So it's kind of like a fun doodle page. I feel like a major part of crucifixion is like the nails and everything and like actually, I don't know, being crucified. And I like how it's the farthest thing away from the viewer. I think that's really interesting. This pen is gonna be dead by the time I'm done with this. I really don't want to draw their hair. We're moving over to this a little bit. See, I said I would come back and I did. I always come back. I'm very excited for the FNAF movie. Very, very. I realize that their hand isn't even on. You know, we're gonna move the hand closer. Dude, Withered Bonnie looks so good in it. I'm so excited, bro. And isn't, like, I think MatPat's voicing Toy Bonnie? I don't like Toy Bonnie at all, but it's MatPat, so I gotta appreciate it. I really need a reference for this hand. I'm actually having a lot more fun than I thought I would with this, so that's very exciting. I was putting off this video so hard, bro. I thought of this video idea, like, I think as soon as, was it Just Me Art? I think that's their username. When her video came out, I literally was like, oh, that's such a good idea. I'll text them about it. And I think I texted them 3 days ago. So, yeah, a little bit, procrastinator, but it's okay. Would it be cheating if I used whiteout? Is that like against the rules? Because it's like right next to me. And it's like suddenly in my hands, and then it's suddenly on the paper. Whoa! Oh my god. Also, the winner for the giveaway should be posted in like the community tab or whatever on YouTube. I think I'm gonna pick it probably Thursday night and then chat with the winner to make sure I can send it to them and like make sure they're 18 and everything. I'm fully expecting this video to be like completely demonetized. Like I would be shocked if it was not. Demonetization, there we go. It's been on my mind because of fucking the sketchbook tours. I don't understand. I really don't understand. I cover everything up. I think they just hate me. I cannot stand doing this hair right now. I really don't want to do it. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Drawing hair to gooners. Comparing like this to that, I might add more cross-hatching on the first drawing we did, because this feels way more detailed than the other one. Like maybe just like on this back leg. I might even black it out completely. I don't think I will, but I might. Okay, I'm gonna call the crucified drawing done for now. I'll probably add more something to it. Maybe the food thing, but I don't know. For day 10, we're gonna do maggots because I like that one the best. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna add it to the knee cap thingy. I've drawn maggots a few times, I think. I don't know. They really gross me out, but whatever. And like the thought of doing maggot therapy, oh my god. I think about it all the time. It makes me so, ugh. I don't know how many of them I want to add, but definitely like at least 6. I'm not gonna say it. I don't know. I'll add quite a bit, I think. Honestly, the more I add to this and like the more themes I put into it, it reminds me of those like really overcomplicated like what is it, like MS Paint, like early 2000s anime OCs. I don't know, like that just have like random eye patches and shit. It's like really reminding me of that. It also kind of reminds me of like a Cannibal Corpse album or something. I don't really listen to Cannibal Corpse. I have like a few of their songs downloaded, but my friend is super into them and he'll wear like their shirts and like I'll always like notice it, and it's just like, maybe that's why it's also nostalgic. Holy shit, I just realized I'm not even like centering the maggot thing. I'm so stupid, holy. With the perspective, I had their leg like going towards the camera and like their toe gonna be right here. I don't think I'm in frame, but you know what? It's like facing like pretty close to the camera. It'd be kind of repulsive if I made a maggot like sit on their toe. I might do that. I'll definitely be adding more but I'm gonna go on to the next prompt in case I want to do something like here-ish or something. I don't know. And guess what? Prompt 11 is gonna be eye trauma, and I was preparing. I saw the future again, I swear to God. I definitely like have scanned these prompts, and I definitely have seen eye trauma before, and that's probably why I thought of it. But I'm gonna pretend like I didn't or something, and I just like knew what I was gonna do. I know I want the eye under the leg, so maybe I do need to continue it on. But for right now, I'm just gonna do the pupil, and Ellie's eyes are green, so I'm gonna make the outside of it like light. Obviously, I'm not gonna fill it in with black. This is very Evangelion. It's literally like the fucking thing where like the Ava comes out of the eyeball. But like, shh, I'm original. I'm actually gonna continue on with this leg real quick. I'm writing another baguette. I kind of have fun drawing these. They're kind of fun. I like them. They're just so easy to draw. Like they're just like a little like worm. I don't know. I guess that's like basically what they are, but well, they're not a worm, but you know what I mean. I don't know how detailed I'm gonna go with it. Probably pretty detailed because it is so large. You know what I am really, really excited for? I'm very excited for Chainsaw Man, the movie. Like I'm so excited. I keep getting spoiled on Twitter and I need to just like get off, but I can't stop. My friend told me that we could go this week because I don't have anybody to go with right now. And she doesn't even like anime. She doesn't like Chainsaw Man. She doesn't know it, but her boyfriend really likes it, so hopefully we're gonna go. I need to see Archangel. I need to see it so bad. And I know that animation is gonna be so gorgeous in the colors, and I'm just gonna freak the F out, and if I don't go this week, I'm actually gonna tweak out. I don't know which way I want, like which eye I want it to be. I think I'm gonna make it the right eye. So I'm gonna make the tear duct over here. Like the is it cornea? No, what is that? I don't know. The ball of grossness in the corner of your eye. The inner corner. That's what I was trying to say. The inner corner. I'm gonna make the inner corner over there. Jesus. You know what we can do though? This would be so fun if I continued on the intestines and they like wrapped around. No, I don't know. We'll see. I think it would make more sense if it was the left eye. I feel like that like joke that people make about the girl in middle school that only draws eyes. Honestly, I like kind of hate that joke. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's so like overused. It's like the same thing as like people who are like me getting into an argument with my friend and realizing I can draw them pregnant, and I was like, haha, funny. And then it just like it's so overused, or I don't know. It just like I don't think it's funny. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not comedic, and maybe I'm just too much of a hater, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna add a tear here. I should probably add eyelashes, but I don't want to right now. Maybe I do. Maybe I will. I am. I also switched to a bigger pen. It's a Food Nib Medium from Faber-Castell. There's definitely more I want to add to the eyeball, and I probably will. I hopefully will add it later, but I'm gonna move on to the next prompt for right now. So let me thicken up these eyelashes a little bit and shade in that crease more. I regret that. I regret shading that in. As for prompt 12, I either want to do hollow or what is it, tryptophobia or whatever. But I think for hollow, I had this idea. Let me find the quote because I thought it was such a cool idea. Hold up, I have the book right next to me. I haven't touched this thing in a hot minute. For a believer, the church shares in a different space from the street in which it stands. The door that opens is on the interior of the church actually signifies a solution of continuity. The threshold that separates the two spaces also indicates the distance between two modes of being, the profane and the religious. The threshold is the limit and the boundary, the frontier that distinguishes and opposes two worlds, and at the same time, the paradoxical place where those worlds communicate, where passage from the profane to the sacred world becomes possible. And I thought that was a cool idea for Ellie's body, right? Where it's like Ellie's body and it's their entrance, the entrance becomes a cross onto their body, and I think that's so cool. And I feel like that could represent like hollow, because that's like kind of their religion is hollow. But like I feel like the pose is so similar to that one that I don't know how I want to do it. I think I finally came up with something. It took like 15 minutes of sketching to figure out like what I wanted to do. But basically it's like Ellie prying open their torso. Oh wait, I'm doing them when they're older. They don't have a thumb. We're just gonna move on and hopefully we can figure out something else to do later. I also made it like super big. So hopefully I can fit all the other prompts within this. I also am like debating whether or not I want to make this like an upside down cross or not. Like a, what is it, St. Peter's cross or something? I think I remember seeing something that was like faceless, so guess who's gonna black that out in like soon. I don't know when. I'm not liking this so far. I could also, because I really like that idea of the cross going up from them, that I kind of want to do. It's like the Mother Nature thing that I want to do. Maybe I could just like make a hole for their face. And that could be like the hollow. I'm just gonna use a brush pen from Faber-Castell. I haven't watched My Hero in fucking forever because it's My Hero, but like this right now is reminding me of, what is it, All for One, One for All. I don't know the villain, but it's reminding me because I've seen like clips of him and like I've seen him in the manga and stuff like that, but like it's kind of cringing me out like so bad right now. Baku deku cake, baku deku cake. Baku de baku de baku baku deku cake. Got the green icing. Got the orange icing. Put it in your icing. Like Drake's thigh sing. Mmm. Did I hit that or did I hit that? Bro, my entire For You page and fucking Instagram Reels are just filled with BB No Money hate. And oh my god, I am so like, oh my god. I've been hating on that man so long, and finally I feel connected with the world. I also like, holy shit, I keep getting clips. I scroll past them pretty often because I don't give a shit, but like about the like what is it, Vanilla Mace and Cutie Cinderella whatever stream with KDB, and oh my god, apparently like people are forgiving Vanilla Mace. I don't care. It feels so nice. I've been hating on them. Not KDB. I think KDB is kind of funny. But I've been hating on them for so long and I never found them funny. And it just feels so good. It feels so good knowing that I'm not alone. That I can hate on them in peace and people in the meat raiders are in the wrong. I swear. It feels so good. It feels so good. Also, along with Mizkiff, I thought he already had like a bunch of shit like come out about him. And I don't care about Mizkiff because like it's fucking Mizkiff. Who knows him? But like what my entire like I get so many videos about people being like, I had no idea he was like that. What? He been acting like that. I don't know. It just it feels so like gratifying knowing that like the people I've hated on deserve to be hated on. Oh my god. We're gonna switch to Sharpie real quick. Is it like a different toned black than the Faber-Castell? Yeah. Is that gonna bother me? Absolutely. I really don't like this one, but whatever. I think I'm just gonna white out the hand at least. If I can use my whiteout, so chill. I think I need to add more cross hatching. I definitely made the left side way too dark and it's like too wide, so I'm trying to fix that. I feel like this was kind of a cop-out. Like maybe I could add the cross here. I'm not super happy with that, but if I want to continue on with the hollow thing, I'll add the cross here or somewhere else. I just realized that trypophobia was number 13, not 12, but I'm not gonna do it. I think religious, I think we got that covered. As for 14, teeth is the one I'm most interested in, but I don't exactly know where I would put it. What would be interesting is if I did teeth here. This is kind of getting rid of the hollow thing that I'm doing. I think it's cool. It doesn't really make sense because it would have like the roots and everything coming out if it was like only the teeth. So let me figure this out because I don't like it. We could just have like a mouth coming out from somewhere else. I don't want it to be smiling. Like I don't want the mouth to be smiling, but like it's really looking like that right now. It's reminding me of Sakuna from JJK and it's really pissing me off. It's not, I guess it's technically not at least teeth because this would be missing. Well, okay, let's make it missing because I accidentally hit it with my pen. I feel like at the beginning of this, you could tell I was being like much more intentional with my lines. I've just been doing this for like 3 hours now and I'm like kind of over it. Oh my god, it's almost like you're not supposed to do a 31-day prompt list in one sitting. Okay, well that's the mouth for now. I guess the prompt was teeth, but whatever. 15. The only one I like is masochist. And you know what? I'm gonna say that this matches it. Ellie is not a masochist, but moving on to day 16, I think we got that covered as well because there's like bloody tears. I could make the tears more bloody on this. I guess I'll do that. And then the other one was exposed bones or like visible bones, and we got that covered. But we'll make this tear a little bit bloodier. They're all like bug related for 17. It's either like insects or bug or infestation, and we got that covered, so we're moving on to day 18. We could either do slices or melting, and I feel like slices would make more sense, but I also love doing my melting shit. I love doing the like the liquid stuff. But I don't know. Slices could be interesting. Like we could slice off the ribs, but it's slices. We'll do it and then we'll do ribs and then like torso and then go down to the pelvis. So it's gonna be like 3 slices, okay? Let's do the torso chunk, then to the pelvis. I don't know the layers of the skin, so I'm not gonna look up a reference, obviously. It's basically just gonna look wrong, but it's fantastical. It's whimsy or something, I guess. I don't know. It's really reminding me of in Dorihidoro when Shin like slices up, what is his name? Dokuga. That was his name. Love Dokuga. And he like streams him apart. I miss Dorihidoro so bad. It's so good. We could continue on the like the hollow thing and just make it black, or what we could do is make it like rings of skin. That could be cool. I like that. I actually really think that's cool. I'm gonna use an alcohol pen to cover up, like I'm gonna make the what is it called, the pelvis, like the lower half of the body black, like the inside of it. I'm super happy with how this is turning out. Like just this part specifically, like I think it's so cool. My light has been bugging out and it's just been constantly like flickering and I don't know why. And I hope it's not like super visible on camera because oh my god, I can't stand it. But I think I'm pretty happy with that. As for 19, the one I like the most is under the skin, and I feel like this could kind of work for it, and kind of just everything would work for it. There's also mythology, and I feel like mythology and religion are like pretty similar in my opinion. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. And 20, and the one I like the most is either torture or amputation, and I feel like we got the torture covered in amputation. I mean, their thumb's gone, so amputated heart. Moving on to 21. And I'm totally not like cheating or anything or trying to get this done as fast as possible, but the coolest one I saw was Reborn, and I guess that works. Okay, anyways, 22. We have corpse. 23. We're gonna be a little lazy once more with 23, but I'm gonna add something to the page. Oh my god. We have decapitation, and we could either decapitate the head, like make it no head, but I feel like that'd be a little difficult to tell with so much going on. So we're just gonna cut that off here. Ellie's decapitated. Oh my god, yay! For 24, we have so much of it already. Amputation, and then Goro. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I know it's like gross sexual torture thingy, and I think we got that. Anyways, moving on. There's also gut spill, so I guess we'll just continue that. We're just gonna continue it on the bottom of the page as we move on. Once again, 25, we got quite a bit of it. We have body horror, faceless, and that's what the mask is. We got mask, kind of, I don't know. We got faceless and body horror. 26, we have organs. We got that covered. Oh my god, this is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. I'm totally cheating. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to move on. 27, we have gunshots, and gunshots are like, it was like the only one that I was like, oh, okay, I could work with this. Are like a huge thing in the story. And I don't, because like Ellie never gets like shot, but they use a gun, and like a gun is used and represents motives in the story. What we could do is add bullet hole here and then move their head over here and have a bullet hole there. So I'm doing two things. Okay, I don't feel like sketching, so we're just gonna regret it later and do this face that is super, what is it called? The perspective's a little crazy. We're gonna do it with no reference, and hope it looks okay. This is going horribly. If I just mess up, I'll just cover it with blood. You know what? Hell yeah, I'm not mad at that. Is the bullet hole like super prominent? No, but it's there. So as for 28, we have quite a bit. Bloodbath, I can add more blood. Accident, the gunshot, we could talk about that. Heartless for 28, we could talk about or like use, I don't know why I keep saying talk about. We could use the mouth over the chest. We use that. And then we have God's punishment. I think we got that. 29, we have regret and also organ study. And I feel like I regret doing this, so I'm gonna count it. And for 30, we have half body. I know that means like technically like just, you know, half of the body, you know what I mean? But like we sliced Ellie, we're fine. We also have cuts and then blood. Okay, we don't have enough of that, so we'll add more. And for 31, I like don't let them in and welcome to the cult. I think that could work. I feel like we got the cult stuff pretty, we got it. I think for like, we got like the basis of it. And my phone is about to overheat. It's literally, it feels like I could boil water on top of it. And it's also 3 in the morning and people have work and I'm trying to be quiet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop recording, finish everything, because I feel like we got like, I feel like people will get the general vibe of what I'm doing. I'm gonna continue on with the guts, add more maggots, add more slices, more hands, more blood, and just finish it all up. And then I might do something in the background. I don't know. We'll see. Hello, I am back, and it is currently Thursday night, like literally right before I'm gonna upload this, like 12 hours before. I finished the drawing, I think either Monday or Tuesday night, I can't remember. I think it was Monday. But if you want to see me finish it, I posted a TikTok about it. It's like a minute, so whatever. Here's it done. As you can tell, I kind of got like mad lazy and just did black for the background, but I'll go more in depth on the details since I wanted more of that religious aspect, especially with like the welcome to the cult stuff. I did some praying hands up in here, and then the other one was like don't let them inside or something. So I had hands kind of grasping at Ellie. I also remember a prompt being melting, so I kind of had like this body of Ellie melting into everything else. I had a lot more blood and continued on with the intestines up until it like melts in, and then it goes into like the forefront. I did not add the food thing, but like in my head, this drawing reminds me of Black Milk by Massive Attack, and there's like a food motif in that song where it says like you're not my god, or no, I'm not your god, you're not my eater, or something like that. So that's the song to me, so I'm just gonna say that I have it. I added some more maggots. This one's my favorite. He's just sitting on the toe. I think it's really cute. I also try to form the guts into like a circle, like a nimbus. Sorry, I have to add it. But it didn't really like turn out that well, but I don't mind it. I'm actually quite happy with this. It's not like my favorite thing I've ever done, but I'm also like proud of myself. I did it in like, I want to say it took another like 3 or 4 hours after I finished that. So probably like 8-ish hours to do this. You know what? In one day / 2, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. This is still like one of my favorite parts. I really want to do it again. Also, I talked about this and I was like, it reminds me of Dorihidoro and like Shin stringing up Dokuga. Guess what? Literally right after I finished like filming it, I saw that Dorihidoro season 2 is announced. Oh my god. I'm actually so excited. I'm actually tweaking, but yeah. So that is the piece. I will have it fully uploaded on Twitter and Instagram. Maybe not Twitter yet, but definitely Instagram. So if you want to like closer look at all the details, you can. I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was like a longer video, but yeah, I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day / night, and I love Pooka Bears.